Hello there. Happy Thursday. I feel like I haven't been here in a year. I know it's only been a week, but it's good to be back. Cheers to you. Cheers to Thursday. I am drinking some delicious wine from my wine sponsor tonight. I'm going to tell you all about that at the end of this Facebook Live. But I'm here every Thursday with you at 5:30 on the Facebook page at Basically at Meals, talking about some sort of nutrition, health, and wellness topic that is actually going to make your life better. The whole point of these Facebook Lives of the Wine About It is to break down some of the nutrition confusion out there. So I understand you want to be healthy. You know that there are things that you should be doing for yourself, but a lot of times, like, you get on Google or whatever, and it's like just influx of information and so overwhelming and confusing. And the whole point of this is I'm going to break down a topic and give you clear-cut tips and steps that you can take to actually implement that into your life, as opposed to just kind of skimming through 50 articles that all say something different and you really don't know what to do. So tonight we're talking about sleep and energy. I love this topic. It's one of the things that we aren't taught ever, really. And I feel like it's still very, very confusing for people. So we're talking about quantity over quality, essentially. And we're gonna kind of break all of that down for you tonight. So first, my name's Hayley. I have a degree in Nutrition and Exercise Physiology from Mizzou. I started out as a nutrition educator, and I was out there in front of people talking about eating healthier, and just realized it's so hard for people to get a healthy meal on the table. And most people, because of time limitations and busy schedules, are resorting to the most convenient option, which isn't always the most healthy option. And that was really hard for me as a nutritionist to see, because I realized that they weren't getting food that was actually helping them, making them feel good. It was making them feel terrible, but they were stuck in that option because of time limitations. So I just started cooking for people. I started cooking for coworkers and friends, and it kind of took off, and that was basically it was born. So today we are a meal delivery service. We do individually portioned, healthy, and ready to eat meals that taste amazing, and they're delivered to your door. So that's basically at Meals. And I did want to read a quick testimonial before we get started. This is from one of our clients. She says, "Before Basically at Meals, my life was hectic. I was always trying to figure out what I should make for dinner. With Basically at Meals, I didn't even have to think about what to eat. Had a salad every day for lunch and ate one of my meals for dinner." So we kind of just take all of that time that you spend grocery shopping, cooking, doing the dishes, cleaning up, and give it back to you. You don't have to do any of that. Now you just have your healthy meals. They're delivered to your door. You don't have to think about it. It's just done for you. So what would you do with that time? Maybe like a client I was talking to last week, she wants to watch her daughter learn how to skateboard. And she does that like after school while she's making dinner. And so now she gets to go outside with her daughter and watch her learn how to skateboard, or help her learn how to skateboard. And that's so cool. We give you that time back. That's incredible. It's so awesome. Okay, so when it comes to sleep, tonight we are discussing energy and sleep. First, we're going to talk about why more sleep isn't helping. This is kind of our first solution, and of course it would be. If you don't feel energized, you need more sleep. But that is not going to help you, and it never will. And then we're going to kind of discuss I've been sick all week. My brain isn't working all that well. We're going to finish with how quality of sleep is much more important, and one clear-cut step that you can implement to have better quality sleep. So most of us are getting quantity, not quality. And a lot of times I hear from people, maybe they're not getting a ton of quantity during the weekdays, but they're staying up too late. We tend to stay up past our bedtime, and then we sleep past the time that we are supposed to wake up. So we're like snoozing our alarm over and over. And then on the weekends, we kind of spend that trying to catch up on sleep. So we're sleeping in, and that's great. I'm all for that. Of course, you don't need to like be waking up at 6 a.m. on a weekend, but that kind of catch-up game is not effective, and it's never going to lead to you having more energy during the week. Even the naps, like I'm all for a nap. You know, if you've had a long day, that is totally fine. But we cannot nap and think that that is going to give us more energy and help catch us up. I was talking with a client, this was a couple years ago, and he would get like 4 hours of sleep at night, and then he would take like a 2-hour nap during the day. And so, but what he told me was he got 6 hours of sleep. Well, if they're broken up like that, it does not count at all. It's not the same thing. And so trying to explain to him, like, napping is not going to help you. That's totally different. You have to get this consecutive sleep and really good quality sleep in order to feel rested and energized. So that catch-up game is never effective. And I love to always point this out to people because we kind of tend to think like, well, in the future it's going to work. But like, how long have you been playing that game, and how much success have you had with it so far? So you probably had very little success with it, and you're still doing it. So it's time to try something new, and that's totally fine. And so the issue with our sleep isn't the quantity. It's not that most of us aren't getting enough. Most of us are getting adequate amounts of sleep, but our quality is really low. And of course it is, because no one teaches us how to have high quality sleep. I'm so sorry. This isn't something that we learn as a kid or in school. We're never taught this. We kind of learn our habits from our parents and people that are around us, maybe our roommates or whatever, and kind of like what we enjoy. So maybe we just love to watch Netflix really late in bed, or that's our time to catch up on TV or whatever. And we're not taught that we actually need to focus on quality of sleep over like catching up and getting more hours. And so there are many ways to improve the quality of our sleep. And actually an entire month of the membership site, which is launching in May, I'm so excited, is going to be devoted to energy. And a huge portion of that is about sleep. I'm so sorry. Getting more sleep, getting better sleep, getting higher quality sleep, and really like feeling energized with the way that you treat your, the quality of your sleep. So yeah, on the lookout for that. I'm going to do a little bit of it here, but it's really broken down in the membership site. So when that launches, you will have access to that. So one way to get better quality sleep is with a sleep routine. And people always tell me, oh, well, I'm not good with routines. I just don't stick with them. What I'm here to tell you is, no matter what you think, you already have a sleep routine. You already have one. It's just not actively created by you. It's passively like, ah! It's happening to you instead of you happening to it. So take action, take initiative, and create one that serves you instead of passively like letting it work against you. So most of our sleep routines are trying to get the kids to bed, last minute maybe cleanups around the house. Maybe it's like trying to squeeze a workout in, or watching Netflix in bed. And it's different every night. It's always changing. And a lot of times it's really chaotic. And that is not helping you. That is not helping the quality of your sleep. So, you need to work on a 3-step sleep routine. Yes, 3 steps. So the routine, our brains love routine. and they use routines to predict the future. Our brains want to know what's coming. Always. This is how we're designed. We want to know what's going to happen next. And so whether you're aware of it or not, our brains are always picking up on little cues and signals in our environment, in our thoughts, in what our body's doing, in order to predict what's going to happen next. So if you think about looking at a picture of food, not even looking, you don't even have to look at a picture, thinking about food, your mouth starts watering. Just that thought signals something in your body to get ready for food. Oh, she's thinking about food. We better start getting those digestive juices going. So that's just one example. This is how our bodies are designed. Everything is a signal that leads our body to like start doing processes so that it can figure out what's going to happen next. So this routine is what's going to prime you to fall asleep really quickly and to actually get high quality sleep. So it's the first step of your routine is going to start to signal your body. It's going to know, oh, when she does this, we're about to go to sleep. Something's going to happen. So it starts to release those sleep hormones. It starts to get really relaxed. Everything starts to fall into order. So your sleep routine should also include, things that wind you down. Your sleep routine shouldn't be like hitting the gym, taking a cold shower, and like, I don't know, watching a scary movie. Like that is a routine. That is not a routine that will help like prepare you for sleep. These need to be relaxing activities, things that are easy. My sleep routine is quick. I mean, it's under 30 minutes. It's not anything long and drug out. I can do it any night of the week, no matter like where I am, no matter what other circumstances are happening. So it needs to be sequential. So they always need to go in the same order. So you want your order to make sense. You don't want to have like brush your teeth, have a nighttime snack, and then go like try to sleep. So they should go in a sequential order. And that order is important too, because if you miss that step, your body gets confused. You want it to be one step, next step, last step, and that's when your brain's like, oh, okay, we got it. Figured it out. And this is what helps you really fall asleep really quickly and really go into a deep sleep, because you're super relaxed and your body is primed for sleep time. So your 3 things should involve no computers or phones. You do not want any blue light before bed. And I know this is beginning to gain traction. I really hope it continues to. But those blue lights are send a lot of signals to our brain. And so we really want to avoid that for a couple hours after bed. If you have a warming tone on your phone, mine's set from sunset to sunrise. It goes to warm light. And if you have that on your phone, you definitely want to set that up, because you really don't want to be looking at that bright blue light towards bedtime. Your body thinks it's like still daytime. It's like ready to go out in the sunshine. It doesn't know the difference. I love to include reading. People tell me, oh, but reading makes me sleepy. Well, that is the point. So having some reading, and actually that eye movement of back and forth is very relaxing for your brain. It's almost like that hypnotism thing, like you're watching you get sleepy. It's perfect. And it should be like slow, like I was saying, like you don't want to be like running, getting your workout in, and cleaning up the house like vigorously. Maybe it's like wash the dishes or something. That would be kind of relaxing. But it should be slow and relaxing. And just 3 steps that go in order and lead to you falling asleep. Believe me, it might take a week or 2 for this to know what it is. Has to be used to that in order for it to work. The first couple of times it won't recognize it. It hasn't figured it out yet. But if you keep doing it and you make it a habit, it really does work. It's very incredible. So if you have any questions, drop them here. I'm gonna go over my wine So I'd be happy to answer your questions. And if you have any topics that you want me to cover, I usually have a calendar of like topics, but I've kind of been pretty loose with that lately. So if there's anything you are interested in, or would like to hear me cover, drop that in the comments too. Good thing I'm not sharing this wine with anyone. Okay, so on to one of the most important parts about Wine About It, the wine sponsor. So this is from my good friend Sarah Sabinson with Sarah Drinks Wine. I will tag her in the comments of this video so that you can find her page. But she has all organic, no preservative added, and no sugar added wines. Her wines are so good. They're small batch wines from like small vineyards, so they're very high quality. They're focused more on the ingredients. They're focused more on the quality than the quantity. Oh my God, this is the perfect thing for tonight's topic. So, for example, one of her wine distributors makes a wine that comes in a can, and they could not find cans that were BPA free, and so they just didn't distribute the wine. And they were like, we're not sending it out until we get the cans that have no BPA in them. I mean, that's pretty incredible. I don't think many companies treat their products that way, or with that high, and their customers with that high of concern. So that's incredible. And that just goes to speak for like all of the wines that she offers. So this is a Pinot Gris from Oregon. This is called The Resident. I think that this tastes a lot like a Chardonnay. It's very like buttery, like what's the word? It's like a nice rich Chardonnay. It's delicious. I love a Chardonnay Pinot Gris. I'm sorry. I love a Pinot Gris. This is really good. It's not sweet. There's no sugar added. It's very like buttery oaky to me, and I think it's delicious. This is the perfect wine to be sipping on the patio in the sunshine. I'm so sorry. I can't stop. It's really yummy. So you definitely want to go check out her page. I will tag it in the comments. It's Sarah Sabinson at Sarah Drinks Wine. So I did mention the membership site tonight, which is launching this month. I am so excited, and you should be too. I built this for you. This is all of the tips and tricks that I have been creating since I was getting my degree in nutrition. So there are so many recipes. I've done like tons of video content where I just walk you through different processes. I have guides, everything. Each month has a different topic. So one of the months is energy and sleep and getting more energy. And we have a range of like ways for you to get that. You know, like the sleep routine was one aspect of that, getting more energy. We do a cooking for 1 or 2 month. So I walk you through how to cook for just yourself, or just yourself and a partner, which is one of the biggest things that people ask me about. Like it's so hard to cook for me and my spouse, and I just can't get it done. And so I give you like specific recipes, like all the tips and tricks. I break down my whole meal prep process. It's super easy. It's actually easier to cook for 1 or 2 than it is for more people. But yeah, so that is all in there. It's just a really cool place where you can get everything that a nutritionist uses for themselves, but it's in one place for you to have access to. So if you are interested in that, it is launching this month, and you're going to be on the VIP list. If you go to basicallyatmeals.com, you just scroll to the bottom, enter your email address there, and you'll be on the list. You'll be the first to know about like getting the VIP and signing up and all of that. That's kind of all I have for you guys tonight. Happy Thursday. I've almost lost my voice again. Yesterday it was like almost gone, and now all this talking, we're almost back to square one. Okay, I will see you guys next week on the Facebook page at Basically at Meals at 5:30 for another Facebook Live topic, or Wine About It topic. Yeah, bye.